Right, folks, hope you're well. It's 10:30 p.m. on the 30th of July 2020. Well, okay. President Mormon has finally done what we expect him to do the last few years. He did release a... Ooh, where's that gone? Has he removed it? I bet he's removed it. He's removed the tweet. Ah. He had a tweet. That was his pinned tweet. Just a few minutes ago. It was about the fact that with all the absentee voting, he's suggesting delaying or cancelling the election. Now, we know he's been wanting to do this for a long, long time. Yeah, he's been talking about this, doing this for a long time now. And that was his pinned tweet. As I say, 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, say. Because I was watching it was a Butte and the Fifth Column did a video talking about Trump's call to suspend the election. So I checked the tweet and it was his pinned tweet. Now he's got a new pinned tweet. The new pinned tweet is something about probably trying to have a go at Biden. Something like that. As usual, he's a president, but he has to sink incredibly low, doesn't he? Because he's absolute scum. He really is. And this man is he's just dirt. That's what he is. He's a TV personality. And he was pushed into a most exalted position. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do with the whole thing. But yeah, he did have that tweet. He's deleted it. He deleted that tweet now. He had it. It's gone. Saying about delaying the presidency. And that's what everyone expected him to say. I mean, you look at what he's saying about the absentee voting. Well, the Republicans have a lot of absentee voting, and Trump himself didn't have a problem with that last time because it helped him. Suddenly it's an issue because he knows that his record with Corona, his record with foreign policy, his record with nearly everything is awful. And because his record is awful with nearly everything, he wants an excuse to be able to say on the night of the election when he loses, this is not a fair election. People were cheating. So, of course, he starts talking about absentee voting as cheating. Like a tweet he did 1 hour ago, apparently, which you probably will delete. I'm glad I was able to get the very dishonest mainstream media to finally start talking about the risk to our democracy from dangerous universal mail-in voting, not absentee voting, which I totally support. Liar! You totally supported mail-in voting before. Even for some Republican districts, they support mail-in voting. You just don't support it with Democrat districts, do you, really? That's the key. Because they've been trying so hard to make sure that brown-skinned voters can't vote. Because they can't turn up on a day and have the proof of who they are. But they can do a mail-in vote. They don't need to turn up on a day and prove who they are. So, of course, they've tried to get around the Republicans cheating by doing mail-in voting, which is not cheating. That's just saying, okay, you're trying to cheat. You're trying to stop us from voting. So we're going to vote in the only way we can, by mail-in voting. So, of course, Trump has to try and make that out to be a dangerous risk to our democracy. You idiot, are the dangerous risk to your democracy. You are that risk. Not mail-in voting, you. I mean, imagine for a second, Trump, the way Trump spoke about Clinton, the way, well, both Clintons, Bill and Hillary, the way he spoke about Obama. How would that Trump speak about this president, President Trump? What would he say about him? That would be a fascinating thing on a different universe to see how that Trump would speak about this Trump. Of course, we're not going to get any of that because he's not really going to be honest about himself, is he? Saying what an incredible loser he is and what a terrible job he's done. He's not really going to be saying any of that, is he? You know, so yeah. Well, in the end, you know, the reality is what it is. Trump, if he loses, it's going to be a case of, you know, that there's all that cheating, all that nastiness going on. And yet, if he wins, oh, there won't be any cheating involved. No. Or his supporters won't have cheated. His votes are going to be completely honest. He won't hear, if anyone says, for goodness sake, oh, no. If anyone says that his support has been got by cheating, oh, he will hit the roof. He will. He will accuse anyone saying that as being biased against him, accusing that people cheat in elections. How dare they say people cheat in elections? In the last election, didn't he say that people were cheating? Yeah. But, yeah, his voters, oh, they would never cheat. No. Crazy. But this is the hypocrisy. And to be honest, I think most leaders have that. So he's done, he's written cheats about Herman Cain. Apparently, he loved Herman Cain. Bet your bottom dollar Herman Cain did not love Trump. You can bet that. I don't know whether Herman Cain was Democrat or Republican. No idea. But as a brown skinned man, do you think he would have loved a racist? As a married man with a daughter, do you think he would have loved a man who abuses women? No. Of course not. I can't explain in any way, shape, or form why God would want Trump to be the president of the United States. I have no idea. But the only explanation would be to weaken that God wants a weaker America. That God wants the United States to be weaker. To be honest, didn't need to do it. It was already incredibly weak before Trump anyway. And it was. The United States, if you look at performance with regard to education, they are way down the list. In most areas of education, they're like 20th, 30th, around that sort of level. It's atrocious. Their education system is really, really poor, to say the least. Yeah, their children are coming up being barely educated. So in that way, yeah, America's knackered. After Bush, America took quite a beating with George W. Bush. Because he was a bit of a moron. I mean, he was. He came out with the most bizarre things. He did the most bizarre things, didn't he? Really. Not compared to Trump. No. Not compared to Trump, no. So, yeah. Why God would want Trump president? Why God would want to weaken America even further than what they were already? I don't know. I don't honestly know. There is possibly a reason for it, but what the reason is, I don't know. It's beyond me as to why that would be the case. Yeah, Russia. I suppose Russia may need to be stronger, and a weak America. Certainly, Trump there against. I mean, as people have said, Putin was a top agent for his country, an incredibly top agent for his country, incredibly clever man, knowing how to manipulate people. And then you get Trump as president of America, and Putin can twist him around his little finger easily. Trump thinks he's a big man. God, no. And the thing of it is, the people really who are not the people in the White House, they know that Trump is nothing compared to Putin. They know that. They know that Putin is running rings around Trump. Absolutely running rings around him. They know that. The Republicans and the Republican Party, they know that. But they don't care. Now, how can they not care? America and Russia were the great enemies. Now you're letting your enemy walk all over you. Just to have a bit of power, a bit more power. I mean, this could, people have said, in the Republican Party, on the fringes, those sort of people that aren't real crazy Republicans, they've said that if Trump wins the next election, or certainly if the Republicans stick by Trump in this one, it could be the end of the Republican Party. It seriously could be the end of the Republican Party. Now, I don't think that would necessarily be a bad thing. It all depends on what sprung up in its place. Because that is the thing. What would spring up in its place? Because you'd be no use having a Democratic Party when there was no Republicans. It would just be, them winning every time, and that doesn't really serve democracy. So, someone else would have to replace the Republican Party. What would that be? These people that believe in Q, would they replace it? The Q Party? If so, that would be worse. So let's keep the Republicans, please. I don't like the Republicans in any way, shape, or form. I mean, let's be fair. There were probably one or two decent Republicans. Probably. Oh, sorry. Trump's pinned tweet now is a load of stories that apparently put all the blame at China for COVID, that make out that Trump's doing a fantastic job, and that basically have a go at Biden. Propaganda. It's a propaganda video. That's what his pinned tweet is. I mean, Jesus, man. You are supposed to be the President of the United States, and you have a propaganda video as your pinned tweet. Crazy business. Really insane. Oh, well. There you go. So it's insane. When I started this video, that tweet there, I was going to actually copy the tweet and put the wording from that tweet onto the description of this video. Can't do it now. He's removed it. Sorry about that. He's taken the thing away. I'm trying to find it. I can't. I've gone into his tweets and replies, and nothing. He's got rid of all of them. He's only got the pin one. That's it. On media, you've got quite a few. Go to likes. Okay, hasn't liked any tweets. Real Donald Trump hasn't liked any tweets. Okay. Look at his tweets. That one isn't there. The one that he made. It's gone now. Let's go to President Trump. See what's on this one. No, I don't even know what this is. This is the White House. Yeah. So no, that tweet won't be here. It might be on Twitter. Overall, somebody might have RT'd it. Possibly. I don't know. If I find it, I'll copy it and I'll put it on. But chances that I find it is quite slim. I have to have a long look down to see if I can find it. But you take care. God bless. I will speak to you soon. And yeah, I can't tell you how the election is going to go. What I can say is that it will be, from an outsider's viewpoint, it will be interesting. I'm not American. The American election won't necessarily or directly impact me. It will indirectly impact everyone. It won't directly impact me. Yeah, I'm not going to be overly concerned about it. But it will be interesting. And I think it's going to be even more interesting. Anyway, so yeah. All fun and games ahead, I think. Is Trump likely to try and say that it's an unfair election if he loses? What do you think? Is he going to have any room to discuss it being maybe an unfair election if he wins? Of course not. Anyway, there you go. You take care, God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye. How the bloody noise did that fall on my head? Weird. I'm ready from that thing, yeah.